Hey, Kevin, good evening. It's coming. It's going to be one line. Don't get too excited. It won't be a whole lot of rain, unfortunately. But we're getting into a nice little favorable rain pattern, let's put it that way. I like what I see in the forecast. Wait for a few more folks to jump on, then we'll get things going on this Saturday night. Maybe we get some in Hondo. Yeah, definitely in Hondo. Parts of the brain, left and right. And left side, there's nothing right. Right side, there's nothing left. Yeah, see, exactly. Oh, Janet, I hear you. We all need a bat here. This has been a rough drought, for sure. Exceptional still the status after the Thursday update. I got a couple more things I'm doing, guys, and then we'll be up and going here. Thank you for your patience. Not yet, but maybe tomorrow morning we get enough that we hope to get some, we step in some poodles, right? Yuck, 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 yuck. I think we're ready. Saturday night blessings. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Blessings to you and yours on this Holy Saturday. I hope all is going well for you this Easter weekend. We've got some weather changes rolling in, and we've got some rain in the forecast. We desperately need it. I'll start here, that this new weather pattern that we're heading into these final days of April is favorable for rain. This is going to be a very good pattern for us to get what we need the most, and that is some good soaking rains that kind of start piling up. Did I just hit that again? Sorry about that. I meant to hit this one. And knock maybe some of this oak out of the air. See, this is the other problem. Without any good measurable soaking rains, oak has been free to go wild and go heavy and stay heavy. I don't know how many days this is in a row, but it's been a heavy count for at least a week, and maybe a week and a half to 10 days, 14 days up to, I'm gonna ask Shannon, our pollen expert. 810 doesn't sound heavy, but for oak that is heavy, but it's a 3-digit heavy, which is so favorable. We've had this number up to about 26,000, 24, it was somewhere around the mid 20,000, I would say, like I say, a week and a half ago, and that was the high. That was the season high thus far. And you know, cedar season didn't do so much because of the drought. Now it seems like oak's doing its part and then some, almost making up for the cedar count. And maybe again it's part of the drought situation, but either way, it is not good. You can probably hear it in my voice. Oak affected me this week for sure. I was out Thursday, Friday for other reasons. I was blessed to MC the Miss Helotes Scholarship Pageant. We had a wonderful night last night, crowning Miss Helotes Isabella Mendez. That's who that is. All right, for 2025. So, radar clear for us right now. We had a few storms develop earlier, and that was spotty showers between about 3, 4 o'clock, isolated, and you can see them right there. Let me, in fact, do about a 6-hour loop on this, and you'll see what I'm talking about. See, just a few isolated downpours. Nothing really to speak of, but we take every drop we can get. As I zoom out, though, look at the action in North Texas. We've got several tornado warnings right across the Red River Valley into Oklahoma now, but that was a very active cell grouping in Texas as well. It was near Bowie that we had a large tornado confirmed. Several severe thunderstorm warnings from San Angelo towards Dallas and west. And then you can see the closest to Dallas-Fort Worth, in fact, just southwest of Fort Worth, just south of Weatherford, is a tornado warning for Granbury. If you've got loved ones up there, give them a text, give them a call. Make sure they're aware of what's happening. You never know. They could be home watching a movie and not getting any alerts, and that would be a very dangerous situation. This is close to Fort Worth right now. And that storm's probably going to stay west of Fort Worth. Now I'm looking at the way it's tracking. But Weatherford is definitely in the crosshairs. Oak Trail Shores, Tolar, Texas, again, all North Texas. We're not expecting that violent a situation when this line develops into West Texas, or I'm sorry, South Central and western counties of South Central Texas. But we are going to have to watch them closely tonight, because here's what we've got. We've got some of you in a 2 out of 5 risk of seeing strong to severe storms. It's going to be from about Comfort, almost Bernie, but definitely Kerrville, Bandera, Uvalde, west of Del Rio, south to Eagle Pass, all in that slight 2 out of 5 risk through tomorrow morning of seeing storms develop. You can see it goes up to a 3 once you get up towards Sonora into San Angelo. Hi, Ann. Happy Easter, Jose. Thank you so much. God bless you on a great weekend. Worst part about working for the Department of Unemployment is when you get fired, you still have to show up the next day. Yeah, I bet. I wonder if that's ever happened. That's kind of funny. Hey, Diane. Richard, thank you very much. Yeah, it's one of those things. Bring on the rain, right, Harmony? I hear you. We need it. We need it. Oh, you're welcome, Andrea. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Hey, Grace. Hail, high winds. So it's possible. It's obviously a 1 out of 5 risk, so we call that marginal, not even slight, but it is there. Of course they can. Charlie, Carter, Mo, what's going on, guys? Here's this toast to you on a Saturday night. Who gets to see you guys and talk to you on a Saturday night? Bill Taylor, out to Carter, Mo. Out to Charlie, Mo. I hope you guys are having an awesome Easter weekend. So, Ann, this was the Starbucks Pike blend, Pike something. I know it's Pike for sure, but the little K-cups, tasty. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. It could. Adria, this is the risk, is that we could see hail and damaging winds. So if you're in that yellow, if you live in the yellow, okay, I would definitely park the car under something, inside a garage, put something over it overnight. It's going to be one line that moves through. That's the good news, okay? And now let's look at the timing, shall we? We're going to go to, let's see, we want to get, let's see which forecast we want to look at. Might have to go grab that one. So here's the good news. This line's going to move through, and we're going to salvage Easter afternoon. We're definitely going to salvage Easter afternoon. It appears that the line, it's going to be a weak front, will develop. We're going to first look at, let's see, let's go in and look. Here's what I love about this Facebook time that we get to share. We can look at several models. We have more time than what I get on a newscast to even do Q&A. Of course, we're never able to do that within a newscast, and that's why this is such a valuable medium and vehicle to talk severe weather and give you guys the warning you need to prepare. Okay, so if we go into and see that we've got, I want to see which model. This is our in-house model. So this is the IBM. Hey, Paula. I appreciate that, Jose. Thank you very much. I'll pass it along. Bad dust storm in Alpine. Hey, Gracie. And that's a pretty common occurrence out there near Big Bend, I know for sure. Okay, so our in-house model. Not necessarily initializing that well, okay? So this is an important thing I want to point out. You see how it's got storms over Rock Springs, Real County, west of Kerrville? If we look at current radar, that's not the case at all, right? There's nothing out there right now at the current hour. I'm going to hit, this is the current radar. We got a couple of light returns showing up, but nothing out in Edwards County, as you're seeing here. And so that means that this model is not initializing well. In other words, it doesn't have a very good handle on what's happening right now. So moving forward, our confidence is a little lower as of now, all right? So it's got those storms that are not occurring, just kind of raining out before midnight. So let's look at what it does overnight. So there's 2, 3 a.m. So this is when it could be, for those of you in Kerrville are asking about it, 3 to 4 in the morning is when this line is expected, according to this model. We'll see where the consensus lies as we'll look at some of the other reliable models. Pushing into the city by 5 a.m. and moving across San Antonio. Notice that we are on the southern reach of this line's best action, okay? As far as thunderstorms go, it looks like 5 a.m. into the city, like that letter V, we're at the point, and that is going to be a pretty short-lived situation. Okay, because if we begin, like I said, at about 5 in the morning, and look at that, by 8 it's gone. And we've got a few lingering showers, and look at that, sunshine before noon. Okay, 70 at that point, 81, not a bad afternoon. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny afternoon. Winds looking to be northeast, should be comfortable. Really nice Easter afternoon, okay? But it's gonna be a rough start. And I really sympathize with Sunrise Services. Just be aware of that. A lot of those are outside. I would have a plan B for sure. For sure have a plan B. You got to stay safe because these could be a couple of rough thunderstorms. Okay, so that's the IBM. We remember what that said, and we will back this up to the midnight hour. All right, and let's move on to the HRRR. HRRR. Initializing so-so, right? Remember we looked at live radar. It had a couple of, isolated sprinkles showing up, and this model's kind of picking those up. Let's move this forward and see if it agrees with the IBM. It's a little slower, or, behind it. So at 5 a.m., it still has the line over the hill country, pushing into the city by 6. That's not a big difference, but this model brings it farther south. Notice through Atascosa County, down even in towards Tilden, with some of that heavy rain. And then, but the timing looks to be about, again, all right, a little bit later, obviously, with a little bit more rain in this model. So this would be nicer. Now, I will say this, the HRRR has a tendency to overdo thunderstorms. That's one of the common things we see. Same afternoon forecast. So, okay, we're still saying, 5 to 8. Now let's see what model we can get on the 3rd is the NAM, 3-kilometer resolution. Oh gosh, not initializing well at all, right? I mean, it's like there's nothing close to this going on out there right now. But let's see what it does with the line that we're most concerned with. This is the important thing, 4 a.m. So here's 5. It agrees with the timing of the HRRR model, bringing it in here about 6 to 7 a.m. and through the city by mid-morning. So 2 models are lining up with that timing, and I might lean in that direction. Because that, again, that was the bigger impact. What I sometimes do as far as how do I decide which one to show at 10 o'clock? I don't have enough time to show all of them. I lean towards the one that shows the worst case scenario. A lot of us do that with things in life, don't we? Prepare for the worst and hope and pray for the best. And so I think that's the best thing to do in most cases. Show you what looks to be the most widespread rain, the farthest reach of the heavy rain and storms, okay? And that looks to come from the HRRR, which between that and the NAM is initializing a lot better. So we're definitely going to stick with the HRRR. Also initializing better than the IBM, which helps too in our confidence and our decision on which one I show. My man Philip. Oh, an off-road bath, right? Same, bro. Keep it off tonight. Keep that baby out. It'll get a good little wash. You know, go out and put the soap on it right now. Just leave it. You see it all the sun's up out there. That'd be great. So good. Hey, Brandon, what's going on in Seguin? I do. Let's show you. Seguin right there. Look at that. 8 in the morning. Some pretty good rain through about 11. Again, really impacting Sunday morning church for Easter. So don't let that stop you. It's okay. Don't let it stop you from getting out there. Just be safe. Just keep an eye on radar. Download the KENS 5 app. So you have the radar in your hand and you can see, okay, here's where I am. Here's where the storms are. Here's where they're headed. Okay? And keep up to date. Okay? Hey, Lise, good to see you. I hope you're not working tonight. You have a nice night off to rest. Thank you, Amanda. You too. God bless you on a happy Easter. Lytle, Texas. Let's take a look at Lytle. Definitely going to get some good rain with this. Yeah, it's like, look at that. I mean, everybody gets this sweeping through at about the same time, and this line extends all the way up north into North Texas as well, where again, higher risk, as you're closer to the low and the best instability, buoyancy, lift, energy, all that, that's why those stronger thunderstorms are expected north, a higher probability of it happening there. Certainly not a risk we can overlook here. Because again, let me just show you that the Severe Prediction Center has our area in a 1 out of 5 risk, and that area being the city right here. And then you can see as we get to Bandera, Uvalde, Lakey, Rock Springs, Kerrville, you're all in a 2 out of 5 risk of seeing a severe thunderstorm in that line. It's just that one line and then it's over, okay? One line passes through and we're done. You too, Ronnie, thank you. Shake and bake. Let's do it, Terry. Hey, Eric, what's going on? Thank you, sir. Yes, it could be. You know, just a brief line that moves through, could see some hail and damaging winds. Tornadoes are very low probability, but can't ever rule it out with this kind of an environment in place, okay? We just have to let it play out. Tomorrow night, no, Jose. No, not planning to. Exactly, Grace. I would say that's a really good window. It should even be earlier on an exit. I'm hoping by 8 to 8:30 a.m. we're gone. And by 11, we should be under sunny skies. Time in Tilden, about the same. It really is about the same timing for everybody as that line kind of comes through. And Tilden should be on just a few showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, really doubtful, and it's over. Okay, so it's one line, maybe 1/10 of an inch in Tilden. Just doesn't look like we get a whole lot out of this because it's a quick moving storm, but if you get one of those thunderstorms, maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. In fact, why don't we take a look at our rain forecast, what we call our QPF, the Quantitative Precipitation Forecast. I'm gonna have to go find it though, so stand by. There we go. Wasn't so bad. Ain't so bad, ain't so bad. Anybody know? Does that ring a bell? Ain't so bad. You ain't nothing. That was pretty good. I can actually hear it because I've seen it so many times. One of my favorite movies. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. But see, look how it tapers off fast, right? I mean, Pleasanton, not even 1/4 of an inch, 1400s. So Tilden, according to this, you're not going to get any, right? Cotulla, 200s. Carrizo Springs, 400s. But look at Kerrville and Fredericksburg, closer to 2 inches. The Brack campers, yeah, Jason, good idea. Are the parks pretty full? Alyssa, do you know?
Everybody was setting up camp already, so.
Yeah, hopefully those campers are being cautious. Yeah, Jose, I haven't looked, but we're in a neutrality between the La Nina and El Nino. So, you know, La Nina can produce some pretty active seasons, and we're expected to go back into it. Church meets inside. Oh, yeah, 9:30, 11:30. Hoping for the best. Yeah, I think you're done by 9:30. I really think you're good. Just, you know, I know a lot of people get there early to set up and everything. Just be cautious if you're getting there, if you're out on the roads at 6, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's why I say sunrise services. A lot of churches do that outside. You definitely need a plan B. Oh, that's awesome. God bless you, Gabriel. Thank you for that, brother. Yeah, Del Rio, absolutely. And in a 2 out of 5 risk in Del Rio. So be aware of that. Yeah, absolutely, Kathy. Good. Thank you. You hit weather, and then you can also be watching our newscast live on that app. Parks are full, Grace. Is that right? Yeah, it's such a great tradition. I just hate when weather doesn't line up for them. It can get, pretty risky because there's not much protection in a tent. But at least you have, a good warning. We know it's coming. All right, guys, I got to get ready for the newscast. So I'm going to show you that we've got weather impact alert up for tomorrow morning. I mentioned earlier, we're getting into a nice pattern of rain chances. So this is not the only chance in the next 7 days. We get back under a good chance Tuesday through Wednesday and even Thursday, and there's a risk of some of those storms turning a little severe. So we're going to be looking at that mainly Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Okay, so we're going to be, in fact, let me change those alert panels to, let's see, that would be day 3, 4. So 3 is going to be, 4 is going to be, okay. Because of this, another possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms. And then even over the weekend, 20 to 30% isolated showers on that final weekend of April. So again, this is promising that we get into a pattern where we get what we need so desperately. We would literally need about 15, 20, maybe even up to 25 inches of rain to get out of this drought right now. I mean, it's almost a year's worth. A year's worth. We average 32 inches of rain a year. We need a whole year's worth of rain to get out of the kind of drought we're in right now. Brian Sims, my man. You're in Little Tokyo right now? Got to see AC/DC? Oh my gosh, dude, great. Oh, I hope you're enjoying the trip. Happy Easter, Brian. That's so cool. You too, Grace. Thank you. God bless you. Connie, happy Easter. Thank you so much. And guys, God bless y'all. Gonna let you take a look at that 14-day forecast. And we'll see you on Ken's 5 News at 10. We got an hour's worth of news, weather, sports. Alicia Nieves, Vinny Vinzetta, myself. Make sure to join us. God bless you. Happy Easter.